Oh, damn, we're doing this to Vivaldi. We're jumping in with Vivaldi. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Songbird's Tavern and tonight's viewing pleasure of Arrival of the Red Comet. My name is Spheri Baxi. I'm going to be your hostess with the mostest tonight. Let's get started right away. Agamir, you're Kermit.
Huh? Oh, fuck. Give me a second. That was for when we did the Oblivion thing.
Hi-ho. Kermit the Frog here.
It's gone.
Ooh, okay. We are having a little bit of issue. I need to go ahead and pause this. Internet problems are on my end tonight. I am dropping frames like a madwoman.
Also, Ron, you're echoing with Spiri's audio.
Second.
Hold on. Let me...
There. How's that?
Should be good. We'll have to have her talk in a second.
We are going to have to run a quick speed test because my internet decides that it's I am dropping 50% of frames. And it's looking like internet. Yeah, I'm taking away y'all's walking privileges. I apologize. Yeah, I am running at less than a megabit per upload.
Leg.
My internet.
You said take away our walking privileges. So I was like,
yes, I did take away the walking privileges. Yeah, I am sitting at a 0.87 megabyte upload. Yikes. All right, we're going to do what we did last week, and we're going to try it, and we're going to continue to try and keep going forward with it. I would like... What are you talking about? It's Friday. It's a perfect night to stream. I just don't know why, because I updated my computer and everything. All right, we're running at...
The 80 kobolds are eating at your wiring.
The 80 kobolds are just nibbling. They're like, hey, give it. And I'm like, no, I don't want to.
Like sharks in the middle of the ocean eating axial cables.
It's more than likely just our internet company throttling our internet right now. It's looking like we're kind of...
nanobits than megabytes.
Yeah, we're kind of settling. Not too certain about it.
Mhm.
I just dropped 0 kilobytes for a second. Jesus.
Is stream feasible tonight?
It's
We're still
going to be.
playing, but is stream feasible?
It's going to be.
Okay.
Stream doesn't have a choice. It doesn't have a choice. I am the owner of my computer. I just want for y'all to let me know if it gets a little too bad, and if it does, we will work on it. We will try to continue.
To save you some bandwidth, you can always turn off my little avatar thing and the website you're
I
using to
can't.
capture my audio. You can't?
It's
Oh,
no,
damn.
it's turned on to yours specifically. And Jesus Christ. Hold on. I think my parents are streaming. Let me check. Let's find out.
Dude, pull reverse on them. You turn off the internet.
I could. I just want buzz. They're on Disney Plus.
Mm,
I might turn off. It's like I shouldn't have this bad internet.
right. It's usually me.
Or Jen. Let's also connect to Wi-Fi just to be safe. Okay. We're gonna connect to Wi-Fi as well as
I should not have any echo.
we're gonna test it. We're gonna test with Wi-Fi.
I don't really have any echo from you, Beeps, but I also can barely hear you at the same time.
He hasn't been speaking.
He was speaking a second ago.
Don't at me with the Hades I own you gift to my internet. Kalira. Cruel to me. Bullying.
I'm just imagining like this very intense fight, and then Squirtum's just like, wait, I gotta do
She's
my
like,
intro real
wait a
quick, and
minute.
it's fitting my internet. The internet's
Hold
down,
on.
guys.
Hold on, my internet. If you will all excuse me for just a quick moment, my interwebs is deciding to say, fuck you.
Oh yeah, guys, we gotta stop fighting. Like we all just general like handshake. We
Just
don't fight
shake.
each other.
We will continue in a moment. If I have to deal with this,
I
so do
forgot
y'all.
we had another voice channel. Damn.
We never go there.
No. We're not friends. None of us hang out in the chat. Oh,
Everybody hangs out in my chat usually.
I know I'm messing.
I woke up at 8 a.m. and I saw Bunny was in my main chat for my
There for the
Discord.
entire day, I'm pretty sure.
Is she still there? She's not still there.
She's not still there. She went out with her friend.
Whoa. Okay.
Music came
gonna-
in suddenly.
Well, yeah, I've had music going.
I could just.
I just-
That's what I mean. I could
just put it
now
on
hear
for the stream. My
Gotcha.
it's like I'm fluctuating, but I'm oh my god. My dad just hit pause apparently for his stuff. Continue fishing while we figure this out. I'm sorry, y'all.
No problem. So, would it be a good time to give a recap while we're waiting to start?
Yeah. Go ahead and recap, everybody.
Once you guys had done some very fast preparations last session, we had started just a tad bit late. You guys went to the haunted halls once again in order to try and clear out the rest of the remaining rooms that have caught your interest, or in general, just try and get as much as you can done, as you have found plenty of evidence of the Cult of the Dragon's activities in this place. But other than a single head priest and some undead that were created, there really haven't been a whole lot of underlings. Only come to find out that as you started heading towards the northwestern section, circumventing a trap that Phoebes had noticed, and then also avoiding several encounters along the way, you came across an area where there was a very sickly looking man wearing a Cult of the Dragon slash Banite robes, as he threatened to dissect all of you, and then did something crazy where he stabbed a dagger into the wall, and
We gotta hold on from Barry.
Yeah, hold on for Spirit. Also, Phoebes, you're getting like further away from the mic. What's happening?
I'm actually getting closer to the mic.
I have everything turned up to like 100.
I've had to
Are
turn
you
it
turning
down.
down your volume or your sensitivity?
I'm turning.
Hey guys, we're
down
gonna go on a
mine.
quick BRB really fast. We're gonna figure out some of these tech difficulties, and I gotta talk to those for a chat. We'll be right back. Alrighty, let's see if... We're not going to be stable for the next 15 minutes, y'all. We're going to be like my mental state. We're going to be spotty coming in and out, but don't worry, we're going to continue. I will keep you guys up in the loop. You are going to see if internet does improve somewhat or it stabilizes throughout, but I cannot guarantee anything at this moment. Let's get back to that recap.
I'm excited to see what your internet's going to look like in a few months.
Trust me too.
So, right. As you guys had rounded a corner and walked into an area where there was a chandelier hanging above what seemed to be a dead kobold, after inspecting it for a moment, it seemed to come alive as it was undead, and you killed it and then started heading off in the northwestern hall when that necromancer-looking figure wearing robes covered in what looks to be fingerprint design all over it, but like zoomed in on, as if it's such this long, wavy, stitchy lines, with the hand of Bane stitched on it. That also has some Cult of the Dragon designs on it. Threatened to dissect you all, as you had killed his higher up, and had, unfortunately for you guys, trapped this area, hoping to catch some unwitting treasure hunters, such as yourselves, not knowing that the people responsible for this huge upset would come in this direction themselves. A second bit of unfortunate information is that it would seem that he has not only killed, but made undead most of, if not all of the kobolds that were on the surface keep called the Killing Keep, which is above the Haunted Hall. And they are stacked feet to shoulder underneath the flagstones of the various different exit points of that central room, labeled 67 on the map. And after a couple of minutes setting up some initiatives, we have Agamir standing right next to the Necromancer himself, who I believe crit smited, which was awesome. We have Scortum, who was trying to find a method of egress, but ended up being surrounded by kobolds. Kalira, who has a strange trait that is letting her move somewhat peacefully through these kobolds, as they're having a hard time finding a will to hit her. Meanwhile, Thebes is being surrounded, slowly but surely. I believe we left off with it being Chester's turn. At least that's what my initiative says.
I believe
Have
so.
any other
That
different?
is correct. That is correct.
Okay.
Oh, now mean you're quiet.
He's tired, I think.
Tired.
Can you try
Just be
speaking up
quiet
just to
from
see
the
if it is
get-go.
your microphone?
Is it my mic?
No, you're just tired.
No, it's you.
It's like the opposite of what's supposed to be said when you're breaking up. Like, no, it's not me, it's you. Anywho's it. So, Chester is going to try his best to hit some kobolds around him. Thankfully, though, these kobolds are not super hard to hit. They're just a lot of them. This one here. Oh my goodness, guys, you wouldn't believe it, but I did not open up D&D Beyond.
How could you?
I had everything
Wah,
open for at least an
wah.
hour and a half.
You can't see it, but I'm pointing and laughing at you.
Hey, don't point and laugh at the DM. You're the one closest to the Necromancer.
Exactly, I'm pointing and laughing so I can take the hit for you guys. Fucking run.
Where?
That's a good point. Just, I don't know, past him. Forehead. Just don't get hit.
I need to sign out. That's the wrong account. T. Forgot it was my Twitch email. Okay. All right. Let me just find my monster that I have called the Fingerprint of Bane.
So what you're telling me is that we can smudge him.
The what?
We can smudge him because he's a fingerprint.
I mean, true. Think of it more of like as if Bane is putting his hands on y'all right now.
I don't want to think about that. I already have to deal with another trying to, and I'm like, ugh.
I actually don't consent to that.
Yeah.
You see, the thing about Bane being the god of tyranny is, well, you can.
You know,
fill in
I've had to deal
details.
with a tyrant before. I can do it again. I can rip
So,
your dick off.
He's
I'll
Bane's
bite your dick
touch
and twist
ID.
it.
not just grab it, but bite it.
Hey, don't threaten me with a good time.
Kalira, did you just say that there was a song that's the song that is the entry theme song for a wrestler on Friday Night SmackDown?
Yeah.
Girl, that's classical music.
Well, that was the first time I heard it, so whatever.
The first
So-
time I heard it was the fucking Einsteins, the little Einsteins.
So, with that, Chester is going to make a pseudopod attack. Here we go. He needs to beat a 9. Is a good roll, Chester. So, with stretching out from one of his bare claws that he is pretending to be still the cloak on Thebes' head, it turns into a sticky wad of like purple bubblegum looking flesh and slaps the hell out of one of these kobolds, dealing where's my d8? There it is. 5 damage. Not terribly a lot, but that also is okay because he basically gives Phoebes infinite sneak attack, which I did not consider when y'all adopted him as a pet, but I will deal with it. Anywho, is it? Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 zombies get to take a turn before Phoebes, you can take your turn. So give me just a moment. Oh, that's right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 5. No, he doesn't move. 5. And then I'm going to get another one up here. 5. Alright. I think only 2 of these zombies are actually going to get an attack just based on the ones I just moved. Alright, here we go. I was almost in that 20 y'all, but y'all were saved. Plus 1. Alright. Agamir, excuse me. Yes, Agamir, I imagine a 15 does not hit you.
They need at least an 18.
Right. And the other one was a natural 1 on Scordum. Even though you're quite literally surrounded north, south, east, and west, you are still dodging and weaving in place, trying to keep these kobolds at bay while you try and think of a plan. Alright, Phoebes.
Sort of me like think.
What is Phoebes doing?
I think Phoebes is going to drip a load.
Okay. You mean your ball bearings, right?
The ball bearings, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Hot, steamy pile of ball bearings. Let's go. Sorry for the descriptor there.
The small chute between his legs will pop open and deposit 1,000 ball bearings on the floor.
Hell yeah.
I'm so glad that Twitch finally gets to know what the fuck we've been dealing with for the past few months.
Yeah. All right. So what was the area of effect on that? 10 by 10 feet?
It's a 10 by 10, yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, that's a line, not a square. Cool. We're gonna make that easier to see.
So, for context, because Phoebes is a construct, he has a bunch of different mannerisms for his proclivity to fighting and utility as a rogue. He has a 10-foot pole between his legs, and when he says he's dropping a load, he is quite literally shitting out 1,000 ball bearings.
Like a little aperture just opens up and
Yep.
bunch of little
However,
balls come out.
It's even worse when he has to pick it up.
on a camera lens. It's like a camera lens opening up and all the ball bearings just falling out. Perfectly
Like,
right spot for
if
where
anyone-
it should be.
if anyone has seen the first Transformers movie where that Panther robot drops a bunch of those little balls down like the chimney pipe into the fort, it's like that, but from the other end. Instead of from the mouth. Anyways, enough focusing on that. Phoebes, you have done that as your cunning action, as your object interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now
And
what?
I guess, as he has his daggers drawn from when he was running up the corridor there, he is going to have a little slash at someone. Let's go for this dude here.
Sure, go for it.
Number
Kobold to
34.
your east.
Number 34, your time is up.
Did you crit?
Sorry?
Did you
Oh, I
crit?
haven't rolled yet. I haven't rolled
go
yet.
for it. Gotta beat a 9. They have scraps of hide armor.
Yes, I did just crit.
Oh shit! Nice.
So that's 24. It's 3, and that is with my sneak attack. So am I double dicing or double damaging?
Double dice for this
Double
campaign,
dice.
please.
Okay, 3. So that's 5.
I learned my lesson from Curse of Strahd. I'm looking at you, Oingulon, if you're in the chat.
9.
Looking at you.
Okay, Ongulon min-maxed. We know this.
13.
I'm not gonna lie, I enabled it.
You did. I know you did. I'm pointing.
13. 13.
Hey, my Strahd is challenge rating 27. Not challenge
He's
rating
not about
10.
to be. He's about to be challenge rating husband. I have dinner with him tomorrow. I'm excited.
No, remember
would
he
be-
gave you a letter. And it's not the dinner letter.
34 points of damage with my first attack.
Woo! Oh my gosh, I
Because
forgot.
that's
You got a
sneaky.
crit. That's right.
Yes.
34 points of damage. Okay, so here's the thing. I can't actually use my undead fortitude trait if you critical hit. So I'm dead. That guy is at least. He is perma dead. Now, just as a reminder, the only reason
This guy.
why, yeah, I know. The only reason why I'm not removing them from the battlefield itself is because these will start to pile up over time and become difficult terrain wherever their bodies are downed at.
Yeah.
If it would let me grab his token, there we go. Anywho's it? 34 points of damage, you said? Dang.
34 points of damage, yeah.
Very good job, Phoebes.
And
All right,
then
Phoebes, you
I
have
have my
offhand
other
attack.
attack. Oh, ah. Where'd that go?
Oh, curse the
Good
dice.
job I
Always
have.
jumping out of the bowl.
Good job I have more than one dice to throw. And that is a 9 plus 8. So it's
That hits.
17.
That is a 17.
And that is just 24, 2, what is it, 7.
Are you going to the north, east? Are you going to the north zombie, west zombie, southeast zombie, or southwest zombie? Or the northeast zombie? Gotcha.
one
All
right
right,
there.
cool. Let's go for it. Roll damage, please.
7.
Respectable. Even after that crit.
Well, I don't get 2 sneak attack damages, so
Nah, you don't, unfortunately. All right. That is your object interact and your attack action. You still have movement if you so desire, and feel free to speak.
I don't think moving is a particular good idea right now. What was
Just run
that?
through all of the enemies. What could go wrong?
Just tank it. Just be a tank. Why not?
Yeah, you got this. You're a rogue.
Sure, with a D8 health, that's fine.
Yeah, don't worry.
level
It's
5.
not like
The clerics do it.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
not like we know this guy has the fucking AOE of death.
How far do you
Hey, I
reckon
got
could
rid of
make
it once. I can't get rid of it again, homie. I don't know. That was a 1 in 10,000.
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to get to there. They'll get back on me on the next turn, so there won't be any point.
Oh no, they're gonna get on you.
5, 10.
Meanwhile, Speary's completely surrounded.
I'm only 1 away from being completely
Scored him.
surrounded.
Yeah, that's true.
So for those who can't see, I'm gonna
Uh,
quickly zoom in on characters.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
surrounded,
it.
but I also have the big bad wizard man on me as well.
Just flirt with him, necromance him.
You're so right. You're so right.
You're a paladin.
So, just to confirm, Phoebes, that is the end of your turn.
Hey,
I
yeah,
hate it.
EOT.
That's Kalira. And then this is me.
Okay. I heard EOT. I'm assuming that means end of turn.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, here we go. Bam. 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 We're gonna get more. They're trying to press in over here. Then these are gonna start moving forward. Come on. Owlbear's having a think thunk at the moment.
Albert says we're gonna borrow Spiri's internet for a moment.
Yeah, for real.
But yes, Hazard, you heard correctly. Just necromance the necromancer. What's the worst that could happen? If anything, you'll have a bone daddy for the rest of your life. And after, even.
Alright, so Kalira, is Grim doing anything on his turn? He does have attacks, as you are a chain lock warlock, unlike most other familiars. Or do you want him to do something else?
Interesting. I don't think he can do anything. Not really.
Look at his stat block.
I mean, yes, but like, oh dear.
Oh, I will say, since you are what you are, you would know that anything poison is not going to hurt undead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most undead in the game, no matter what type it is usually immune or resistant to poison or poison condition outright.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that everyone is immune or resistant to necrotic damage, though, like Homeboy up there, the fingerprint of Bane.
Let's see.
I mean, not Jaws Homeboy, but, you know, here's hoping he'll do the job.
Yeah, right. Fuck. Alright. Would I be able to give Phoebes the help action with Grim?
I would say that Grim would be able to fly up and over to give Phoebes the help action. Sure.
Okay.
Let me grab him for you. I'm also going to unattach him from you, so that way if you move, he does not move himself.
Mhm.
All right. So, got a question for you guys. Are you able to move the initiative forward, or is that only me?
We can move
the
it forward.
initiative forward.
We can
Okay.
move
All right. Don't.
Can we?
I just
don't know.
yeah, I just tried and I did.
All right. Cool. So
I'm sorry.
1, 2, 3, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, the rest of them are gonna move. So
God
anyway,
damn.
I'm gonna be moving some tokens. I don't think, other than trying to get Kalira, I have any more kobolds that are available to attack. So right now it's just gonna be troop movements. But I will have to see. 5. No, not him. 5, 10, 15. I have to dash to make it here. That's still some movement left. Bam. Have to
Are they
dash.
moving through? Are they moving through that square there?
Yes, it's difficult terrain for them. I'm
Isn't that
counting
an
it.
opportunity attack as well for me?
That is true. You can make one reaction. So, which one did you want to get? 36 or 40?
I'll take 36.
Okay.
Just for a quick. Is that 6 or a 9? That's a 9, so that's a hit because I have a +8 on that. And 7. 7 points of damage as I go through.
Very nice. Okay, so, Kalira, I'm going to make 2 attacks against you.
I'd really prefer you didn't.
I have to still try though, just because I have I have to make a whiz save each time.
Yes, you do.
Wisdom save. That's whiz is just short for wisdom for you 5th graders in the chat.
Not that those kobolds are going to whiz on Kalira.
Exactly.
Oh Lord, I don't like the
That's-
sound of that.
Whizzing is a free action. You can piss yourself whenever you guys want to. I regret saying those words, but they're there now.
You're canceled.
That's filed. That's filed.
Pissing is a free action, y'all.
Pissing is put that in quotes. Pissing is a free action.
God damn it.
Don't worry, everybody. We're making piss.
Make it piss. All right, here we go. All right, first my wisdom saves. -2 to the roll. Excuse me, actually. +0 to the roll, not -2. I forgot I have special wisdom saving throws. But those both fail. So I need to either find a new target or forgo my attack entirely. Phoebes is too far away, and I can't reach him anyways because y'all are getting surrounded. So I'll have to forgo my attack. All right. While I am pressing forward on the initiative, it is now the Necromancer's turn. Let me turn on my notifications on a group chat real quick. All right. Let me know if you guys are still bothered by it. And once again, as a reminder, I am almost never in the Discord tab, so if you guys are talking to me, you will have to let me know.
No worries. I'm so sorry. I just got jump scared by dancing lobsters from the Amanda show.
Bring out the dancing lobsters. All right. So, what do I have that is a bonus action?
You can put up his
Fair
dukes
enough.
right now, DM.
True. That is true.
And get-
All right. So
And get down to
Um,
it.
yeah, for real, right?
Give me your best shot.
You're hilarious. That's a good song. Okay. So, I'm going to. No, that's right, Agamir. You are good against his smell for another round, I believe. The round after this one
Yeah,
is when you're gonna have to make that save again. You did that very beginning, and I am going to try and see how many people I can get into this circle. Okay. Despite you piecing him up, Agamir, he maintains almost an unnatural grip on this dagger, which at first was seemingly doing that weird growth vein necromantic energy into the walls, but you're starting to see that it's connecting to his hand itself. At the moment, he is impossible to be disarmed. Not that any of you are playing a Battlemaster fighter, though. I had just prepared this for multiple different groups in case I came up against several different types of threats. Well, team, you can start to see in small circles around you guys, there are looks to be a burst of the veins on the floor and the walls and the ceiling are starting to get a little for lack of a better word, they're starting to look like they're ready to burst. And
Robbing pustules.
yeah, that was the one I was trying to avoid there. But yeah. So anyway, that
I'd
is
like
my.
to formally file a complaint against Phoebes.
Mhm. That's fair.
Heads up, everybody, we have an
Um,
ad in around a minute.
Sure. Damn, that's an action. Okay. I think I chose almost all action spells except for my counter spell.
He could bonus
But-
action punch me in the face.
You know, thanks for reminding me.
No,
I
wait,
can.
no,
And I
Agamir.
have +7 to hit.
I was a
Agamir!
I was an idiot.
Agamir!
Whose side are you
just-
on, bro?
That is almost a natural 20. I got a 14, but the die face right next to it was a natural 20, but it could have been, but it wasn't. Anyway, so Agamir, not only am I about to do 2d6 plus 4
Wait.
slashing damage to you,
What did he get on the total dice, DM?
14 plus 7.
You see, DM, wacky little thing, silvery barbs.
I thought this only gets crits,
No, silvery barbs is against anything.
so I have to roll again.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. +7. Would you hate me if that was a natural 20? No, it's a natural 1.
Yeah.
No, it's a natural 1, so good job. However, you guys can see that once again, I have telegraphed my attack. You three down there to the south are in grave danger unless you can find a way out of the zone of effect. So,
I'm gonna give myself advantage with silvery barbs.
that's fair. Can you even apply that to anyone so you can't see?
I can see within range. I don't think I could, because the range is 60 feet
The closest to you, I think, is Phoebes.
at 65, 63. He's just out of
Oof.
range. Yeah,
Remember,
it's fine.
we can measure from the edge of our tokens to the edge of another token.
I
You're
could get
measuring from your
Chester. I
center.
could get Chester. Is my thing I can get. But
Here.
I'm gonna give it to myself.
All right, so I'm going to just check where the fuck is that guy. Oh, cool! I get an attack on Phoebes. He's right next to him. Here we go. That is a plus what? +1. Phoebes, you're dodging and weaving. Another kobold tries to swipe at you with its claws, and does not manage to hit. Scortum, it is officially your turn.
So
if you
anyways-
cannot see, by the way, there is a door to your south that is blocked by 2 kobolds.
And there's also this giant fuck-off thing happening.
Yeah, right underneath your feet, ruining your
It's just-
Louis Vuittons.
These are not Louis Vuittons, darling. These are homemade custom leather boots made out of the finest. Can you stop slobbering on me, please? My goodness. Anyways, I cannot do much. But at the best moment is that I know that none of my cohorts are near me, correct?
No, they are also protected by a wall, which is kind of hard to
Wonderful.
see, but there is a wall here,
Good.
starting right there.
Good.
So actually, they can't even see you, not even Phoebes. So
That's
what are you
fine.
doing?
I could do something silly or I could do something smart.
Up to you.
This is a wider area. I would like to use a second level thunder wave, please.
Ooh, very good choice. Okay, that is a con save to avoid being pushed, right?
It is a constitution saving throw. On a failed save, you will take thunder damage and be pushed away. On a successful save, you will take half as much damage, and you are not pushed. However, all unsecured objects that are completely within my area of effect are automatically pushed away from me, and the spell emits the thunderous boom audible out of 300 feet.
Fair.
AKA, we are
So-
currently in an echo chamber. Scortum is going to say in the Mind Palace, please, cover your ears. This is going to get very loud.
Is it 5 feet away or 10 feet away? That the creatures you can affect.
15 feet. It is
Uh,
a 15-foot cube. You were thinking of shatter, but this is a
okay.
15-foot cube.
So,
I also appreciate, sincerely, that inspiration. However, this is a saber suck, and it is a leveled spell. I will let chat decide. I'm going to go ahead and put this in for a quick moment. Well, our dear DM starts measuring.
oh wait, hold on. No, that's correct. 15-foot cube instead. It's not. No, I need to make it technically 30 because it needs to hit everything 15 feet away from where you're standing. So hold on, let me draw that.
It should technically be a 30-foot cube because it's a 15-foot radius.
Right. So 1 second. 30. Although walls do tend to have a strength to them, which is in the Dungeon Master's Guide. 1 second. Do.
I'd also like to say there's currently a poll going in chat
Oh yeah.
about if I surge or not. So then we're going to force a
Sure.
surge.
Improvised. Yep, that one. 1 second. Objects. There we go. Stone tends to have that much. Okay. We're gonna roll. I'm gonna roll for these kobolds, but when you roll how much damage you do, I am going to determine. I already have a damage threshold in my mind. And if you succeed that damage threshold, not only will this wall that is being captured by the thunder wave be knocked, at least take damage, but it will travel through and hit things on the other side. So you will hit a ton more kobolds if you break the damage threshold, but Kalira over there is also in the area of effect.
Yes, that is my
Only
concern.
if it breaks through the damage threshold. If not, then only everything on the right side of the wall is actually going to do anything.
I should have done the 10-foot, but at the same time...
So, I get a con save of +3. There we go.
DC 16.
DC 16. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Who the hell's
5,
caught
6,
me?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I am worth it.
16. Okay. Okay. That's natural 20. Okay. Only 7 of the 17 so far have succeeded their save, so they'll just take half damage. They'll take no damage and not be pushed, or they'll take half damage and not be pushed.
Half and not be pushed.
Okay. Got it. So 10 of them are going to get pushed and take damage. I need you to roll the damage first to see if the wall is going, if you're going to meet the damage threshold on the wall itself.
For Kalira's sake, I hope not, but also at the same time, I know my dice. Who am I kidding? I'm getting all of my pink dice.
Mm-hmm.
It is 3d8. So. Yikes on McFucking trikes, everyone. I apologize, Kalira, in advance. That is
The fuck you gonna do to me?
That is 23 points of thunder damage.
Ah!
23 on a 3d8.
Was that 2 8s and a 7?
2 8s and a 7.
Damn.
The pink dice, who had not been used in 3 years, said we remember our mistress, as we should. Was only my dice, specifically this character's dice, that did not actually roll the
2,
8.
3, 4, 5,
I am
6,
disappointed in
7,
you.
8.
Do better.
Come on. Dang. All right, wow. Every kobold on the other side of the wall failed. Kalira, make me a Constitution saving throw.
I apologize, my darling.
Ah! A con save?
Yep.
Alright, hang on. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. 15 plus my 2, that's 17.
That
You
doesn't
pass.
beat it.
That does pass.
Okay.
I have a DC of
So you're gonna
16. You pass.
So how much damage did you do again?
23, so she's gonna take 11 points.
You take 11 points of thunder damage, Kalira.
Ah!
Now,
What have you done to me?
Sort of immediately being like, I warned you to cover your ears.
oh, whoops, I was drawing again. I didn't mean to. I meant to select.
Son.
I do apologize. I will heal you in a moment.
No, my
Oh, wait.
puppy dog got my socks again.
He's just a puppy dog.
He is a puppy dog, but I'm gonna need him to stop taking my socks.
I pet that dog.
Can I pet that dog? Free thinkers when there's a dog. So-called free thinkers when can I pet that dog?
The illusion of choice.
The illusion
The
of
illusion
choice.
of choice.
Hold on, wait a second. DM, I have a question.
So,
Is what he's doing a spell attack, this dude?
you could consider it a spell-like effect, not a spell attack.
So it's a spell energy, what I'm hearing.
It's a spell effect in the same way that a dragon's breath is a spell effect.
Oh.
It's something that has
It's
to do with his
magical.
magic item.
Oh.
Alright, don't worry, guys. I'll just stab him a lot. Thumbs up. There's no way this backfires.
No!
I look into the
no.
camera knowing I already know.
So, excuse me. Agamir, before you take your turn, because I'm doing it. Wait, hold on. First of all, Squirtum, is that the end of your turn? That was your action to cast.
Yes, action to cast. I have not used a bonus action or rolled my D10,000, so.
Okay. Go for it.
Hold on!
And then I'm
Wait
using
a
my
fucking
legendary
minute.
action.
How far is this? Oh, Agamir, you're too far. However, I know somebody who isn't. Jesus Christ. Sorry, all those kobolds just came back. I was like,
I forgot my own rule. I'm supposed to put dead
I was about to be like,
tokens
did you
on them.
forget your own rule?
But go ahead. I'm just fixing that while we get this going.
Who's up next? Is it Clear? Is Clear going next after me?
No, it would be Agamir, but I get to take a legendary action first.
But Clear is the closest one that I can actually do this to.
You cannot see her, so it would have to be a spell you do not have to see a creature with first.
I thought the wall got damaged.
It got damaged, but not broken. You didn't do enough to break it. You did enough to make the reverberations pass through the wall.
Wait, we're good. Clear, you can hear me. Have a bardic inspiration.
Ah! Okay.
Clear can hear.
What is that?
It's
D4?
it's a D8 right now. However, I'm gonna quickly look. I am going to actually, instead of yes, okay. I am gonna go ahead and give you a mote of inspiration.
Oh shit.
What the mote looks like is currently an anatomical heart.
Oh shit.
It is a
Creepy.
tiny.
Finally. I love it.
It is. You're welcome. It is a tiny floating anatomical heart that pulses with your own heartbeat. I am giving you the saving throw heartbeat. So
Since it showed up, it has a beat.
it does have a beat. Bring in the beat.
No, I meant like hers doesn't beat very much. That's why it's not beating.
Then you know what? It's fluttering like a
Oh.
hummingbird's heart.
My secrets.
It's taking like a hummingbird heartbeat. What this does is immediately after you use the bardic inspiration die and then you add it to a saving throw, which is more than likely going to be necessary right then, the mote will vanish with a sound of soft music. More than likely be the swan from Saint Sains. I will play it whenever needed, causing the creature to gain temporary hit points equal to the number rolled on the bardic inspiration die plus my charisma modifier of +5. You will gain at minimum +6 temp HP. At maximum, 13.
Hey, appreciate you.
It's what I can do. I apologize for hitting you with my Thunderwave.
Okay, that was your
Apologies.
bonus action. Anything
Bonus
else left,
action.
Scourgeon?
I have a D10,000 roll.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and roll the dice.
You were surrounded by dead kobolds that are falling to the ground in the 6 seconds that you just cast the spell. Dead zombie kobolds, specifically.
They reek.
which they would hate. Kobolds tend to be clean creatures.
They are clean. I like them. Okay. That is... What? 5744. Can I share this with my party?
Up to you.
I'm gonna message you. Can I please share this with my party?
Hmm.
Or
Is
do
that
you want
all
me
it
to-
says?
That is all that it says.
Hmm. I feel like that should be like a creature you can see type thing.
Okay. Well, sorry, Clara. I'll go ahead and roll that D100. Only I was still in view of you, Clara. Goddamn, 57.
As you feel a surge of vitality, like which you have never felt before. As you gain that much temporary hit points.
Motherfucker. I'm so sorry, Clara.
Oh, what are you doing to me?
If I could see you, I was gonna split it with you.
Oh, you're fine.
My surge was I gain 110, 1d110 HP. And I was
Jesus
trying to share it
Christ.
with you. I know! Listen, it can be so much worse. I could behead myself by accident.
Please don't do that.
Well, I don't have a choice. It's literally
bad.
what my
The
magic says.
Vorpal blade goes snicker snack.
That will not grow back.
You know what? I'm gonna be silly. I'm a bard. I'm going to take the extra dip. You know what? I'm tanky now. I'll take this like a bitch.
You said 56 or 57?
57. I've already added it to my thing. I'll take this like a
I'm putting
bitch.
it on your token because
Oh,
I don't
shit,
have your
thank
sheet
you.
in front of me.
That's fine. That makes my total. I think my total is almost 100 now.
There you go. You're like a 10th. You're like an 8th level character now. All right.
My HP is currently 102. Squirtum's gonna tank this. She's gonna start moving forward. She's drawing her Chris. She's like, I'm gonna fucking annihilate somebody.
That's 15 feet of movement so far.
That's fine. Wait, hold
Is
on.
that it?
Oh, if I had
Why?
just moved before I did it, I can't share a space, but I could have gotten here and given it to both of them. That's fine. Squirtum's just gonna move here, look at the zombie kobold, and say, boo. That's my turn.
Okay. You still have 10 feet of movement if you like.
The only place that I could move is up here and it still wouldn't be out, but I could move technically here and be out.
If it's touching the square, it's still going to be affected.
Then never mind.
Also,
We're
you
staying.
moved my circle a little bit too.
I put it back.
It's all good. It's
I
right there.
immediately hit the undo button. Yeah,
Oh, you did?
Squirtum. Yeah, I hit the undo button. I'm a good player.
All right. So if that's the end of your turn.
Mhm.
I am going to use a legendary action. So I still actually have one legendary action point after doing this because I used my action to do this instead of using one action point to set the charge. So I can do that some other time this round. But I'm going to use 2 legendary action points to ignite my necrotic burst. I need... so here's the thing. Because it is, like I mentioned last week, it is a telegraphed attack. If you do not move from it, it will happen. But you get to still make a dex saving throw to avoid going prone, but you will still take damage. So I need a DC 16 dexterity saving throw from Kalira, Thebes, and Scortum. While I roll a few d12s.
Kalir, do not forget your bardic inspiration. That is a D8 that you can add.
I apparently ate all my d12s, so let's go fucking find them somewhere else. Actually, we'll just roll it right here in the owlbear. That works for me. Don't worry, once you tell me what your saves are, this will go down. So, starting with Thieves, what was your dexterity save?
9.
A 9?
Oof.
Alright, Kalir, what about you?
27.
Very
God
good.
damn.
And Scortum, what about you?
That was a 17.
Gotcha. Okay. So let me get my calculator.
Hey, Adonis, guess what? Fuck!
Alright, Scortum and Kalira, you take 21 necrotic damage.
Oh, Thebes!
Thebes, you take 42 necrotic damage.
Oh my god.
Okay. What happens
Clear.
if that's most of my hit points in one hit?
Let me look that one up again. It's been a minute. Hold on. Massive damage. Equal to or greater than half its hit point maximum. What's your hit point maximum?
46.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I don't think you're dead because you would have to deal like 90 damage in one attack to do it.
You're just gonna be woozy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It says equal to or greater than half its hit point maximum. So if I dealt 42 damage and he has 46 maximum hit points, then 46 divided by 2, I would have had to have done 23 damage to him for that to count as massive damage. Which I did 42.
Wait, for what?
Massive damage. It's in the Dungeon Master's Guide.
For those who who don't have their Dungeon Master Guide pulled up, would you mind telling what massive damage does to a character?
When a creature takes damage from a single source equal to or greater than half its hit point maximum, it must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or suffer a random effect determined by a roll on the system shock table. For example, a creature that has a hit point maximum of 30 must make that con save if it takes 15 or more damage from a single source. This kind of thing wasn't going to come up, guys, unless y'all were getting stomped on by dragons. Unfortunately, you came up against the Fingerprint of Bane.
ID of Bane.
And what did you roll in the con save?
I rolled 14.
That's one below the saving throw necessary. Please roll me a d10 to determine your system shock.
Could I use my inspiration, please?
Sure. And because it was DM inspiration, you can choose which result you want to take.
Should I take the first one?
It's up to you. I don't know if they are yet.
I don't want to take the net one.
There are only 5 results.
I meant for the Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, there are only 5
Yeah.
results on the system shock table. There's a result for 1, a result for 2 of 3, then there's one for 4 of 5, then there's one for 5, 6, and 7, and there's one for 8 through 10.
I'll roll a d10 then.
That's what you were supposed to roll.
Yeah, well, let's do that. That'll be a 6.
6. The music. Oh, there it goes. A 6. The creature can't take reactions and has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
All right. So, Agamir, hit him.
Maybe
Hey,
I
let's
want
whack
to
his
have a
pee-pee.
peaceful dialogue for him.
Whack
You
his
ever thought
pee-pee.
about that?
Sure,
You know,
sure,
love-
sure, sure, sure,
Yeah,
sure. That's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
What do you want to say to him?
I just
He's,
yelled
like,
very loudly
growling
and
and
hit him over the
foaming
head
at the
with the.
mouth.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hit him with big. I'm gonna hit him with big damage.
Big
I'm
chungus?
I'm using both the skeleton and metal dice because I have advantage. Because silvery
The
bars.
trickster
save.
god himself, Big Chungus,
Yeah.
manifests in your hand, and you slap him with it like a
I
wet
hate
fish.
the fact I rolled a nat 20 to big chunk to manifest.
Yes!
Big Chungus!
Big
Ryan,
chunk
come
to
on.
Hold up,
manifest nat
hold up,
20.
hold-
God damn it.
So what I'm hearing is you just got a nat 20, right? Chat, if
Yeah.
you don't mind, somebody type exclamation point kill.
Listen. Damn, it's a nat 20.
It's a
I
crit
have a second
smite. You
level
have
spell,
to.
so I legally am required to. Like, I don't.
Kill.
Oh, yeah,
A
so there's a.
cardinal
So,
rule of all paladins.
There's, like,
even
50
Redemption Paladin.
even Redemption Paladins, like, it's like in the tenets, like at the very bottom in the fine print. So DM,
Yeah.
Alakablam.
Alakablam. Absolutely. Tell me how much damage you do.
I have to use the dice bot, because he's undead, right?
Yes, he is.
I do not have this many d8s.
That's
I
fine.
can roll a d8 for you.
God, wait
Do
till
you
get
have
Holy
10 of
Avenger.
them?
I do
This
actually.
man.
It's 12 in total, so I'm gonna do the first 2.
I have
which
I
are-
have 10 d8 right in front of me.
No, it's fine. I'll just use the dice bot, because I don't want to be here for 30 years.
My
No offense.
dice.
I have a d8, but I don't want to. I only have the 1.
Roll it multiple times.
Fuck it. Alright, we're here for a while. Out of the Crown Royale bag is where I use it, all my dice. That's the only D8 I have.
A Crown Royale.
Cultured. That's
Cultured.
cultured D&D player right
Okay,
there.
I can
Listen,
tell
my
y'all-
dad
right.
gave. Yes. Yeah.
While Agamir is rolling his dice, where do you guys keep your dice? We're gonna start with Beeps. Where do you keep your dice?
You're just grabbing more D8s.
I have a black, like a glittery black metal banded case with a big metal skull on the front of it,
Ooh, fancy.
and it
Alright.
is all nicely lined inside with a pencil pocket and everything.
Nice. Okay. Kalira, where do we keep our dice here?
I have a galaxy bag, dice bag that I keep all of mine in.
You tarot card bitch.
Yes, that's right. And the second
You're
place that I
one, huh?
keep them is my little skull dice tower.
Oh. All right, Wheeler, where do you keep your dice?
I have a an easy roller dice bag. It's like a brand or something. And I have inside of it 3 other dice bags. But this thing is geared to hold 3 pounds of dice, and I take it to any public place I go, so the newbies can have dice to use that I don't touch.
Goddamn.
Okay.
Uh,
So I'm starting to roll dice now.
Now I have a
Go for
fancy leather pouch though for a dice set that's completely comprised of gem-colored dice, like a
Beautiful.
thief holding like a bag of coins or treasure or something like that.
As we should.
That's decent on the piercing, on the bludgeon. Oh, this is slashing because it's the lizard slayer 9000.
Yes, it
No,
is.
it's
You didn't get a
literally-
chance to unsheath the other
Yeah,
sword.
So
Wait,
it
no,
is.
he had sheathed it last time. He
Remember
literally
we
said he
determined
had
that was a double free action. You can only do one.
Yeah. That is 13 plus 6, 19 slashing damage. And now for the 10d8 radiant damage.
While you roll
So wait,
that,
how much slashing?
7 plus 3 plus 6. I mean, sorry, 7 plus 6 plus 6. 19, right?
Thank you.
That's math.
I
And
keep
then-
my dice in. For my player dice, I've got a tackle box to where they're all separated. For my DM dice, I have a giant D20 popcorn bucket that I got from the D&D music movie for all 5
Christ.
pounds of my DM dice. And then for special characters, I've got them in a purple heartwood box because they're amethyst dice. And then also Spiri's dice are held in containment in a jar.
Uh-oh, guys.
Go Burr? Are we going Burr?
You rolled all ones.
No, I rolled 3 8 so far out of 5 dice.
Nice. Let's go.
So I'm pulling up a calculator tab because I'm stupid.
No, that's
Right.
okay. I do that
8,
too because I'm bad at math.
24.
Plus 7 plus 5.
That's 31.
36.
36.
32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 30.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, 36.
Plus 8, plus 8, plus 7, plus 3, plus 5. 67 radiant damage.
Radiant.
Ooh.
Very nice.
So in total,
One
plus
sec.
the 19.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
86.
6, 7. And that becomes. One sec. 87. So that just becomes 175. I think I did the math right.
I believe you did. I think. I don't
Okay.
know.
So, all right. Is that the end of your turn, Agamir?
I would like to make my second attack against him.
Oh, fuck yeah, let's go.
Just stay down, you rat bastard.
He is already howling in pain as he cannot move from his spot while this man of the holy power is slashing away at him
Let him
with a
get up,
sword
let him
meant
get
for
up.
cutting down lizards.
Yeah. Listen, you don't deserve the Dragon Slayer 9000. You get the
I thought
Lizard
it was a
Slayer.
Dragon Slayer 10. I thought it was a Dragon Slayer
Oh, yeah,
10,000.
it was Dragon Slayer 10,000. My
Lizard-
apologies.
Lizard Slayer
Lizard Slayer
9000.
9000.
It's the Inator 7000.
Yeah, we need
Exactly.
the Newt Slayer 7000 for like anything like so.
Because
Uh,
just to where they can be like, she tried me to Newt. I got better.
14 plus 8,
I can
To
make
hit?
another inspiration.
22. I don't know how to use the hits.
So it's a D4.
Mhm.
If you would like, you can crit fish with that inspiration.
I can?
I thought
I
it
do have an
was
It's
inspiration. No,
you
I
can
have an
use it,
inspiration.
right?
I have an inspiration on my sheet as well. I haven't used from all the way
Yes,
back
that's-
at like the beginning of the campaign.
Do you want
that's
to
a
crit
DM
fish?
inspiration.
This is a really bad situation, right?
DM inspiration, you're allowed to pick whichever dice you roll. Advantage, you have to take the higher one, but DM inspiration dice, you can take any dice roll that you got.
I don't-
So you
I
can
don't
crit
know.
fish if
People-
you like.
People, your fellow paladins in the chat are saying crit fish.
Okay. With dice, I have so many options. I'm using Lord of the Rings dice that I have.
Go for it.
Okay.
Go for it.
The one smite to rule them all.
The
I don't know
Riders
if
of
it's a nat
Aurora
20 or nat
Meridian.
1.
Nat 20!
No, it might be a nat 1.
Was it in the box?
Huh?
Did you roll it in the box? Or
No,
did it
there's
fall out
just
of
the
box?
the one in the 1 and 20 have symbols on them.
Oh, yeah, you might want to check that out.
I'm pulling up a regular dice because they're right next to the. I'm looking for it. It has a 2,
Usually
a 14,
D20
and an 8.
has a 14, 2, and an 8. Yeah. That's what mine
Wheeler,
has. My
I'm
D20 is
sorry.
surrounded by 2, 14, and 8.
Wheeler,
Yeah.
Go
I'm
for it.
sorry.
You know, don't be sorry. Go for it and
I-
see what happens.
I'm gonna use a smite again. Just dig down. Because that's an at 20 again. What
Why
the
are you
fucking
upset?
crit fishing. We love to see it. So it's
Hmm.
another 2d8. Oh, there's the luck. 10 slashing damage.
10 slashing damage. Very nice.
And then let me get the smite up because it's 3 because it's a the first level. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 3d8, so double it, so 68. I have that.
And what level of smite are you casting?
Just the
this
first
at?
level. I'm out of second levels.
Fair,
I'm
fair,
out of
fair.
that. That's actually decently, I think. So 10 plus 2 plus 5 plus 6 plus 5 plus 7. 3 more. At least 3. Plus 2 plus 3 plus 8. Total of 48 damage on the second attack. Yeah, 48 in total on the second one.
I already added the 10, so that's just 30 extra damage for radiant.
38.
38. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope. Go back. And that becomes plus 30. That's 10, which becomes 200. 203? No, 223, excuse me. Agamir, is that the end of your turn?
Believe so. Let me check my bonus action spells. Oh, he's out of range. I was like looking for Sanctuary, but he's out of range of that. That's 30 feet. That's my turn.
Okay. So I'm going to do two things. One, I am going to use a reaction, but I'm also going to use a legendary action at the end of your turn. So one, let me count up how many are over there. That is a range of how much? 30. So that means that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Agamir, to make me a Constitution saving throw. DC 14.
I will fail that.
So, Agamir, I need you to please roll me a D12.
I gotcha. Let me pull out the clown dice for this. 8.
Okay, I'll explain what I'm doing in just a moment. You said 8.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Hey, wait, you can't heal in the fight. Wait a minute.
Who was that? What? Whoever said that?
I saw that HP go. Wait a minute.
Quit distracting me with Mauga, Chen. God damn it. Anyway, so now that was my reaction. I have an ability that allows me to suck the vitality in an area around me, and you did not pass the con save, so I took 8 hit points from you. And this affects your hit point maximum until you long rest, by the way.
Okay.
But all the kobolds that were within 30 feet of him only had 1 hit point left, so he didn't get a lot. But they became shriveled little husks and turned to dust as their vitality poured into him. However, with his hand still on the dagger, I'm going to use a kind of similar ability, but it's only creatures that are within that circle itself. I need Skordum, Kalira, and Phoebes to give me a Constitution saving throw again. This time it is DC 15.
18 for
Oh, for
Skordum.
fuck's sake.
Oh.
I only
Phoebes,
heard Skordum. What'd you do, Phoebes?
6.
You have advantage.
6.
You said
Grim give you
Dex
help
or
action.
Con?
Constitution.
Okay.
Do I get a help action on the Constitution?
Help action helps with like any save, right?
It's any save, a check, or attack is what the help action is.
Well,
Okay.
So you do have advantage on this. Also,
And that'll be an 8.
Oof. Okay. So everyone except for Skordum is about to get sucked, and not in a fun way.
why?
So just a second. Those guys are all dead. I'm gonna let you guys roll your own. Phoebes and Kalira. Instead of a D12, I need you to roll me 2D6. That way, the minimum I get for using legendary action is 2 instead of 1 on a D12, because legendary actions are legendary. So, go for it, please.
I rolled a 9 total, 4 and a 5.
I rolled a 9 too. 6 and a 3.
So that's 18.
Which would I'm so sorry. My completely linked. I was getting.
You're
some
good,
messages.
Skordum. Don't worry
Oh,
about
I
it.
don't have to roll anything.
Mm-mm.
Hey
Well,
Wheeler,
you needed
got
to roll me that
inspiration?
save.
Yeah, I got that 18.
Okay, I got inspiration. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that's Skordum and Phoebes handled. So let me do the other math real quick on this. Let's see. 1, and 2, 3. Because they can only give me 1 anyway when the minimum is 2. Oops, went the wrong way. Come on. All right, let's see.
He's running. He's a
1,
coward.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, so shoot. Did that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, we're just going to roll 1 set of D6s and see how much I get from all these guys. Not all these guys at once. It's going to get divided with all these people. All right, here we go. So, that is going to be... that is, if I did my math right. There we go. All right. So, Agamir, despite hitting him as hard as you can twice, and he was on death's door, he was down to single-digit health. You see an evil grin spread across his face as he holds out his hand and then makes a grasping fist as several kobolds around you turn into dried out husks and wisp away into dust. You feel your own body lose some of its own vitality itself, and then he wrenches the dagger once again. You fear that he might have just done his burst, but no. Instead, this time, several kobolds and 2 of your compatriots in the circle have been drained of their hit point maximum. So Kalira and Phoebes, your hit point maximum is temporarily reduced to -8. So just subtract on your sheet. It'll fix on a long rest. Scortum, you passed your save because this is more of a save or suck instead of a do half damage like his action one. Because it's just so strong, it would be crazy if it was still half. And I have gone from being on the verge of death to potentially being able to survive one more crit smite from the paladin over there. But at this point, there are going to be these guys need to be removed from initiative to help clean stuff up. What I'm going to do is draw something on the field to make sure that difficult terrain is still being tracked. Let me get a free brush here. Okay, that area is difficult terrain. I just wanted to clear up some of our initiative here as it was getting a little clogged. Anyways, Agamir, he is grinning evilly at you, and he begins to croak out despite the damage he's taken. He says, where'd it go? I had a piece of paper right there. He says, I will use your bones to replace our dread knight. And then, Agamir, we have 3 zombies going, and then it will be Kalira's turn. You're not going to use any movement at this time?
No, that's it. I'm gonna stay right next to him.
Fair enough. He's the one causing big damage.
Scored, I'm about to be like, that's kind of kinky.
Exactly, right? So, 34, 39, and 42. Alright. That's, Phoebes. On that necrotic burst, you failed, right?
I did.
That means you are prone.
Okay.
So only one of them is close enough to actually be able to attack you, however. Alright, so here we go. I get +1 to hit normally, but I can roll twice. That one is cocked between a 12 and a 2. And it became a 7. I'm going to burn that inspiration I got from chat.
Okay, to add that to the D4.
Oh, is it D4 inspiration? Gotcha.
Yeah, remember that inspiration is only...
Oh, so
actually,
then
never mind, you're
Agamir
correct,
should...
it is the advantage. You're
Okay, I was
correct.
gonna say, because if that was incorrect, then that second crit smite should have never happened.
I mean, I
Because
had
we
a
let him
place-
reroll another D20.
I used DM inspiration for that.
Oh, that's different then. Okay. So is it a D4 or D20?
It just says
advantage?
inspiration. I think we said because it takes 15 minutes per, it's the advantage.
Okay. 14. Does a 15 hit Phoebes?
No.
Fair enough. Despite being on the ground, having taken a considerable amount of damage, you... Wait, Phoebes. Are you making death saves?
No, I've got 4 hit points.
Okay. Gotcha. Alright. You already reduced the damage you took from The vitality drain a second ago?
You said that was on max hit points. You didn't say that was on the current score, right?
Oh, that was your max hit points. That's true. Fair enough. All right. Okay. So I failed on hitting you. You, despite being prone on the ground, which one is that actually attached to is the real question. Okay, it's attached to Phoebes. Got it. Stop it. Anyways, you roll out of the way from a stomp from the one of the kobolds nearby. All right, Kalira, it is your turn. Oh, who did we lose?
We lost Clara.
Well, as it is her turn, do you want to take a little bio break until she comes back?
Yes, we will take a quick break, everybody. We're going to be right back in just a few moments.
Cool. All right. Let's hope she'll return in the meantime. Let's try and come back around 10:15. If
Oh.
Well, all right. Anyways, we're gonna take a bio break. Anyways, Kalira, are you there?
Yeah, something happened on
Um,
Discord.
don't know, but we're gonna take a bio break because we thought you'd be gone for longer.
No,
Anyways,
no,
go
no,
pee,
no, you're fine.
do what you gotta do. Let's try and return in like 10 minutes or so.
We'll be back at 10:15, everyone.
Later, taters.
Kalira, it is your turn.
Oh, there we are. Now we're back.
Oh boy,
Kalira, it is your turn.
oh boy, oh boy. Hmm. I gotta get out of here.
Gotta schmove. Like zoinks! So what I'm hearing is Clear's just gotta...
A jet, because it can't take another one of those hits.
Clear, it is very hard to hear you.
Question. There's no door here, is there?
Not on.
Yeah, we're back. And we're back, everybody. Sorry about that. I don't know what's causing all this internet problems.
You should go change the password on Disney Plus.
I should. No, they should be asleep is the thing.
Does your family like torrent stuff?
No. I'm the only one who knows how to.
Not to accuse you of piracy. Fair enough.
No, yar.
So, here is what happened in the moment, a few moments that OBS was off, guys. I was rolling some attacks to save some time. And Scortum, you were attempted to be struck twice, but they both failed. However, I rolled a 19 plus 1. That is a dirty 20 on Phoebe's prone form. However, I did not crit when I rolled my advantage for that, because he's prone. And these guys, I'm going to move forward. Okay. Gonna be... Yeah, alright. So, gonna get some of these guys come down to 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10. Rushing down. Thebes, I'm going to roll 1d6 minus 1 damage. If I roll above 4, we will begin the death saves. But for chat to be reminded, and for you guys as well, at the beginning of the campaign, we agreed that death saves are rolled secretly, so you will not know how many successes or failures he has. That was a 6 minus 1 for 5 damage on Phoebes. All right. With that, Phoebes, you are feeling your consciousness slipping, and you feel that the little fuzzy bundle that exists on top of your head almost, since you met them, is saying words that are hard for you to hear as your connection to your metallic body is starting to wane, but the rest of you can hear quite loudly several curse words, which even I will not repeat for the chat. But for the most part, you hear Chester say, "Get off of him! He's my favorite!" And then he's going to roll. And that is actually, wow, that is an 18 to hit. I don't even have to add the bonus. 1d8 plus 3. That was a maximum. Good job, Chester. 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage, which is going to take out the zombie to the south. That guy is dead. Whoops. Then that zombie is locked where he is, unfortunately. Phoebes, please send me your death save result now that it is your turn. Just a moment, guys.
No worries. You know what? Can I make this funny? I know this is a very serious moment, but I'm gonna make this a little funny.
Huh.
Let's get the proper music.
Sure.
I think this is the song. There it is.
Is this the fucking Jeopardy music?
No,
or
this
like
is Who Wants to Be a Billionaire.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay.
Also, hydrate time. Wheeler, you said you were gonna go get water.
Oh, that's messed up. Okay.
Drink before you die.
Yeah, let me just do these guys real quick. 1, 2. That's cock between a 12 and a 1. Okay, that's 2. And then okay. All right. Scortum, what was your armor class again?
My armor class is pitiful, is what it is. It's a 12.
12. Okay. Ooh, rolled maximum 6 minus 1. You take 5 points to your temporary hit points.
Cool.
And I'm gonna go grab some water. While Kalira, you should think about what Grim is doing as Phoebes is on the ground. The little lights in his metallic eyes are dimming. We'll be right back.
Oh no!
I'm going to just say, Kalira, take care of yourself. I've got this. You're gonna be okay.
You don't hear anything on the other end
I
except
didn't.
static.
Scortum didn't say anything, so that's me saying this. This is me. This is me as Spheri being like, it's okay. I've got this handled. I've got the healing spells.
Ah!
And then there's just Agamir just beating the shit up out of this. Just fucking stay down, you rat bastard.
Stay down, you fucking...
Scortum just looking around, being like, "What the fuck is going on? Why am I here? Why was I put on this? Why was I put on this Toril? To suffer."
I just feel like you guys just see occasionally like the radiant glow of a smite, and then there's nothing, and then just more.
Every time that there's a smite, Scortum wants this. She's like, I
Listen,
remember
might use all six.
remember how those feel. I'm gonna keep the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire loop going. What I'm about to message somebody is gonna sound terrible. I apologize in advance.
Okay. So I have gotten another jar, little corked mason jar of iced water, so I shouldn't need to go get water for a minute.
The most southern thing. The only way you could be more southern is if it was sweet tea.
That's right.
I'm actually having to avoid so much sugar. I wish I could, but yeah, I refuse to drink unsweet tea. So fuck that noise. Sorry to all you unsweet tea drinkers out there.
Unsweet tea people don't have rights here.
So what is Grim doing as he's hovering over the prone and slowly fading form of Phoebes? Not yet gone, but fading.
He's staying out of Chester's way as he's just kind of like pommeling everyone else, and he lands on Phoebe's face and just starts kind of slapping his cheeks a little bit and waving his arms over his little eyes, just trying to get him to stay conscious.
So, in the din of the zombies groaning and moaning, everything else going on, there's just a slight little tink, 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 tink as bones hit metal body of Phoebe's face.
Like, he is just putting, like, he's tiny, like, he's a tiny creature, but, like, he is just putting his whole, like, strength behind actually, like, hitting Phoebes' face to keep him awake.
Right. Okay. So, here's where things might get a little hairy.
I don't like the way you said
that. Several of these kobolds have already moved. Bam. Bam. That gives me 2. These guys gonna move up. That gives me 3. I already moved those guys last turn. And, okay. So, first of all, I'm going to roll for 6 different kobold attacks, and then it will be the necromancer's turn, otherwise known as the fingerprint of Bane. All right. 3 on Scortum, 3 on Kalira. It's a natural 1. That is a 7. And that is a 13 plus 1, 14 to hit Scortum.
Yeah, 14 hits.
Okay. 2 minus 1 is 1 damage. Now, Kalira, I need to make 3 wisdom saves.
That's right.
One of them saves. One is only one who saves. The other 2 do not have any other target they're willing to strike. And that is a miss on you, Kalira. Despite him wheeling past and following the instructions of the one that rose him from death, he still does not manage to hit you. It is the Necromancer's turn. All right, guys.
Give me a second. I gotta check my fucking memes.
First of all, Agamir, almost in a completely inhuman. I've mentioned that he's been wrenching the dagger, but it's not just been like he's revving this thing into the wall like a motorcycle. Every time I've been saying that he's wrenching it, it's continuing to go. His wrist has just been spinning unnaturally in his undead form. And this time he finally is going to use all 3 of his legendary. Not his legendary. I didn't mean to say legendary. I meant to say what's the other one? Lair, I think.
He has lair actions?
I have just not used them.
This guy's the underling?
You guys fucked Dartak up. Also, who's to say that Dartak has to be the strongest one just to be the leader?
Because he said he was the stronger one.
Yeah,
sometimes
but he's also stupid.
Sometimes your political clout can get you to be a leader of the cult, not just your actual wizardly power. Think of this guy. This fingerprint is very Machiavellian. He'd prefer to rule from the shadows than up front. The
like
shadow leader, if you will.
He's my son. That's more terrifying.
Exactly. So, this is it. This is all I got. Because I'm probably about to go down in a second, as it's gonna hurt hard when Skordim and Agamir do their things. But even though I'm using this lair action, which is gonna use up all of my points, it is at a reduced damage because it is something instantaneous. Instead of it being telegraphed like it has normally been, you actually do get a dex save to avoid the damage entirely. Skordim, please roll me a dexterity saving throw. Thebes, you automatically fail.
That is going to be a 21.
21. Okay, so you dodge out of the way. I feel like the best thing you can do in this moment is just jump straight up to avoid the damage that was touching the ground.
And she like floats for a second in the air.
Yeah, absolutely. Damn, I rolled 2 4s. That's not great. Anyways, so that means you remove 4 damage instead of 8 from your thing. You take half. Skordim, it is your turn. There's still somewhat of a... There's no more wall that is blocking you to the west, but there is still those kobolds that are sort of in your way. You can't really see Thebes anymore. He is, you believe he is on the ground, as there is, you saw Grim a second ago fly straight down after the last burst.
So what I'm hearing is I have a direct line of sight to clear, yes?
No. What I meant, there's no wall here. This wall is still here, though.
Oh. There's no wall here anyways. That's empty.
That's what I was saying. You can see down this, you can see past here, but you can't see You can't see Kalira.
Okay.
If you were standing here, you might be able to see Kalira, but you're not. You're standing there.
Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and use my free action to command my familiar. As I am going to go ahead and give my familiar... Yeah, we'll do this. I'm gonna go ahead and give my familiar a 3rd level Cure Wounds. I'm gonna look down and I'm gonna say, "Get to Kalira."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna... Have y'all ever
You're
seen
gonna
what
yeet your
happens?
snake?
I'm gonna yeet the snake. Y'all ever seen what happens when a southern child finds a rattler in the reeds and they just kind of yeet them?
That's
I'm just gonna do that.
sure.
For those who want to know, it
What?
is this.
Oh boy, is it in the memes?
It's in memes. Underneath Elvis Smite.
Oh my god, sorry, I'm just looking at the freaking Elvis thing someone posted.
That was me.
Oh wow. Is she about to eat it? There you go.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Um,
Um
because luckily her familiar is just gonna fucking dash to get to Kalira.
okay. What is its speed?
It is 30 feet, but if it's dashing, it goes
Roll me
60.
before you even determine its movement. Roll just a quick strength check to see how far you chuck it.
Sort of strength. I have a -1. We're gonna go for a 12. I'm mostly just hoping to get above the Kobold heads.
Oh yeah, no, you will throw it and it will do that. I'm just trying to determine how far it goes. Is what I'm getting at.
That is a 12. I'm perfectly
Okay.
fine if it bounces off of this Kobold and then lands here.
I'm gonna say that you can try and if you threw it in a kind of an arc, you can land
in
it
an
right
arc.
there and then begin
Awesome.
counting movement.
Thank you.
Mhm.
None of this is difficult, right?
No, all the place where it looks like there's a water puddle on the ground is difficult terrain because that's the dead bodies I just removed to clear
Fair.
up some of the initiative. So
Oh, clear is just she's gonna be in range as long as the snake dashes, which is good because the snake can use its reaction to give the touch spell.
really,
Yes, I know. Yep, familiars can use their reaction to cast spells, if I'm correct.
I don't check, but
You have to use your reaction to cast.
I will
the
use
spell.
my reaction to cast that spell. I have not been using my
there you go.
my reactions.
My
There you go.
godly knowledge of 5e.
Thank you.
That works.
Yeah, Kalira, you're in the midst of that throw, and then you hear possibly what could be the best thing in your mind as I will need you to reach down your hand. You will be fine, Kalira. I have you. As Kalira, you feel this. Who nutted? Who did it?
Excuse me?
Who pressed the nut button?
Nut. I didn't even know that you had one, but
Sorry.
okay, hey.
That was me. I just wanted to cause some chaos. Sorry.
You can't. You can't
No,
nut on Clear.
no.
She's married.
Kalira wants me to nut on her. She's married.
Ah, that's
Joke's
funny.
on you. She'd love it.
I know. Yeah, Kalira, you see Squirtum's familiar quickly coil up, and instead of, flicking its tongue at you or anything, it nuzzles against the bottom of your chin. And instead of, those green eyes, the eyes are purple. Kalira, go ahead and take... we're gonna use one of my my fucking dice! We're not using my normal dice, it seems. We're using a gold dice for it. We're using Sylvie's dice. go ahead and take 20 points of healing.
Oh, fucking bless you. Quick question.
Quick answer.
I know that you said that I had temporary health. Those points do not go to temporary health, do they?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Ben, with your extreme knowledge of 5e, it goes through like I cast it, correct? I'm just trying to confirm.
It goes through you casting the spell.
Okay, so
Even though you don't. Basically, if you have any modifiers and stuff, it keeps your modifiers and stuff, but I don't think it counts if you have additional abilities on your spells.
Apologies then. Kalir, 25.
Oh fuck yes, baby!
I forgot my plus 5.
It adds all your modifiers that you were casting.
Press that nut button again, please.
Nut.
And with her bonus action, she's not going to actually attack the kobolds. She's instead going to give Bardic Inspiration to Phoebe's Motive Inspiration saving throw.
So here's the thing about that. As you attempt to reach out to Phoebes and give him his Motive Inspiration, it doesn't cling to him at all.
Shit,
Then it's going to cling to... You know what? It's going to go to Chester, and Scortum's going to go, "Get to me now, Chester!"
So, before we continue on real quick, Phoebes, tell me, what are his last thoughts before we do what we discussed?
I think the final thoughts going through his head would probably be serving that very first glass of lemonade.
Ah!
Oh, to Scortum?
Not my lemonade!
Aww. So, Agamir, you see the necromancer is about to do something when he starts to he's about to point a crooked finger at you, as if you see like a globe of darkness form on the end of his finger, and then he freezes and his mouth goes slack-jawed, and you see like he's like shaking, as none of you, I believe, can physically witness this other than Kalira, who sees it at the last second. Also, because you can tend to see spirits in the first place, Kalira, you see a wisp rise up from the center of the horde of kobolds and whisk down the hallway. Phoebes, as you now possess the necromancer, the fingerprint of Bane, what do you say first before you make your command? Are you muted? Or are you just thinking?
He's muted.
Give him a second.
Hang on, I'm just scrolling.
All good.
Would it be heard over the mind thing or not?
I think it would.
I'm gonna say for funsies, because your spirit is still on the prime material plane, yes, you would be still able to connect to the telepathic bond. Go for it.
It sounds kind of strange because it doesn't really sound like Phoebes' voice, but you know there's no one else attached to the Mind Stone that it could be. My workers, this life ain't been but a dream. Soon I'll awaken, and we'll meet again.
What the actual
that-
fuck?
And on that note, activate it.
Agamir, as you hear this, and you see like the empty, the mouth of the necromancer begin to like pantomime the words are being said, but not actually saying it. Finally, the necromancer seems to, that energy that was pointing right at you disperses, and then you see them make this very complicated, unnatural hand gesture that can only be done with the lack of pain that an undead can feel. And ending in what looks to be just a flat hand, as if it's making half of a prayer, when suddenly you all feel the animosity, the hatred towards living organisms that these kobolds exude are no longer bearing down on your sixth senses. You instead, Agamir, feel free to get out of the way of this if you want, but you see them all beginning to stop what they're doing, clamber over each other, almost scarily. If you guys have ever seen World War Z, how the zombies just pile up on each other to get over the wall of Jerusalem, they all go barreling down this hallway, and it'll take forever for me to move all the tokens. Agamir, feel free once again if you want to move.
I don't know
You
where
can-
he would though, because
You can go to
like,
43 if you want.
I guess. No, Agamir's gonna.
Because they are all about to begin consuming the necromancer.
Oh my god. I would say
Yeah,
go to
I don't
43.
wanna- I don't want to watch
Metal
that.
as
This is me out
fuck!
of game. I'm not watching that.
Go to
Yeah,
43.
absolutely.
Just go to 43.
Holy shit!
And as I'm moving all these tokens over, the zombies begin just rushing and rushing and rushing. After a few seconds, as you hear the awful noises that I will not describe, as I've had players already say that they're not wanting to have that, suddenly they all become inert. There's even a few stragglers that didn't make it all the way down the hallway, and they just slump and stop moving, as if whatever magic that animated them is no longer going. All that's left is the empty shell that was once known as Phoebes.
I feel like
And
that's where we're ending.
It's 11 o'clock.
We still have an hour.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Are you good? Is that what you want?
No, it's fine.
If you need to go, I understand.
I don't have. They haven't called yet, so I think I'll be fine.
Okay. Agamir, to get back to your party, you're gonna have to kind of like trudge over a whole heap, but you can do that if you would like. Skordum, Kalira, and Agamir. Once more, Phoebes seemed to have been rushing ahead, excited to utilize his skills, whether out of a sense of personal purpose or a sense of service to the group that has so far been accepting of him. He has gotten himself into danger headlong once more and has paid, as far as you can tell, the ultimate price.
Come to me for healing. I have healing potions. Squirtum's gonna pull out like a leather strip from her bag and just tie it around Phoebes' eyes. And then kind of
Sure.
shroud him a little bit. Can I... Can I take one of Phoebes' fingers, please?
I'm gonna say it's like a. You'll have to like wrench it off because of like the metal chassis, but you could take a finger if you so prefer.
Yeah. I'm gonna like, as Kalira and Agamir watch Squirtum, she's gonna rip off one of the fingers and like she puts it in her
Why?
turban.
We can bring him back. Why would you?
Would you like to attempt it, though, Agamir?
Huh?
Would you like to attempt to do so?
No, Agamir's like, I know my lay on hands doesn't work on him.
Do you have Revivify?
No, but Agamir's like, there's the head cleric back in the town. We'll be able to revive him. That's why we were able to bring the other guy back.
I will give
No.
him back his finger when he is back. He has no hair that I can cut. Chester to me.
He his little like bear paw neck overhangs to kind of like just tap the body of Phoebes twice, and with his several little eyeballs skittering amongst the surface of the bear cloak, he slithers around your arm, becoming a weeping leather vambrace.
Mourn, cry, weep, scream, and curse. We must continue clearing this place out. Kalira, do you need healing? Agamir, you did good. You took what is needed.
I can't.
Kalira has said nothing this entire time. All you hear from her mind palace is just straight up static.
Is she still standing there, or she moved closer?
She is still standing there having an episode.
Mhm.
At the moment in time, she doesn't. Where she perceives herself to be is not the dungeon.
I can't keep going. I've used a lot of my resources, and anyways, I
Sit.
feel like we should probably bring him back first.
We should.
Or can
Also, you are very quiet.
Agamir's quiet at this point.
No. You yourself are quiet. Like, I can barely hear
Yeah. Your
No.
mic is like really low.
Is that any better?
A
little?
little better.
I haven't touched anything.
Can you like whisper shout?
Not really. I can try, but like,
you. Can you turn up, like, the input of your mic? Because I can do that on mine. Like, I can turn up how my mic... The gain.
yeah, it's at max.
Okay,
Am
fair.
I really that quiet?
Yeah.
Agamir is at
Between
full
your
health.
tiredness and your roleplay, it's hard to hear you.
Agamir is at full health, so he doesn't need healing.
Okay. Squirtum is gonna kind of just gently, like, make sure that Phoebes is shrouded fully. And she stands up, kind of dusting herself off. Why is Chester connected to Phoebes?
1 sec. Stop touching him.
Stopped.
It says you're still connected to him. I can't grab him.
I'm not touching him. I'm fine. I'm touching Agamir now.
That works.
Apologies, Agamir, that I just grabbed you.
It's fine.
Squirtum's gonna kind of just gently make sure that Phoebes is laid safely, like, on the ground, fully shrouded, before she stands up and just starts to stalk towards Kalira.
Agamir, really quick, roll me a religion check.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, Nagamir's gonna do something else as well while everyone is heading over there.
Sure. Since you're already there and I'm getting you to do a check, can you just tell me what you do before we start?
He's
with our
gonna go check
conversation?
out the goddamn what appears to be a research lab in the back left, like books,
Okay, sure.
notes, and envelopes. Because that's where he was, and it feels like that's where the important stuff is.
All right.
3.
Roll me that religion check first before you walk over there, and then
3.
instead we're going to go to their conversation. A 3?
Yeah, I don't have any modifiers to religion.
Okay. You don't know what you just experienced. There has been no inclination that Phoebes is capable of possessing others. You don't know what Phoebes meant by "you'll see him again." You think that he might have been waxing poetic and speaking about in the afterlife. You don't know.
Or in like 2 hours if we are able to bring him back at the wizard from the cleric.
That could be a thing, but with your low
Yeah.
check, you just don't understand what happened. How did he do that? How did he stop the necromancer and use the necromancer to command the kobolds to do that awful thing? While you're walking down the hallway, Scortum, you catch up with Kalira, who's staring into space.
Kalira.
Just a sec, Scortum.
Like it's like a hurricane in Duckburg.
Okay. Scortum, while you were wrapping up the body, we're gonna do something that Kalira wanted to do before you talk to her. Okay.
No worries. Do we need any special music for this?
Clear, you pick.
It's like I guess foreboding.
All right, I think I know what song you want.
I gotta be the edge master of the party. I'm sorry.
Oh, trust me, I got music for you.
Oh hey, you were fished, Wheeler.
Oh, I was nice.
I caught you.
Hey.
Hey, that's a new piercing. Take it away, Clear.
She can see Phoebes's body shell through Grimm's eyes, and she just feels like just kind of like the reality around her is falling apart. And in her mind's eye, what she sees with her previous party members just kind of intensifies. And suddenly the figure is right next to her, laughing in her ear.
Oops.
And he says, "You try and you fail. You try again and you fail. You fail to save them, and now your failures reach across the multiverse. Back home, it follows you. You bring death and destruction wherever you go. No matter what it is that you try to do, no matter who you try to save, you will always fail." And she tenses up, just kind of like jerks her head and says, "Enough. Leave me alone. But I'll never let you go. You are my plaything. No matter how far away you run, you are always mine to torment. You said leave me alone.
Mhm.
I can do whatever I please. You said that is enough! And she is going to kind of snap back, and suddenly the vision just kind of clears, and her, she feels like she has like almost an out of body experience, and suddenly she's staring down at Scordom, and everything around her just kind of returns to how it was, and she freezes.
At that point, Squirting is right in front of you, trying to catch your attention. While they're talking, Agamir, give me an investigation check so we can get back to you in a second.
Agamar's taking a call currently.
Okay. He'll do it when he gets back.
Kalira.
Squirtum, go ahead and got it.
And
Sit
she
down.
just kind of, her eyes look a little unfocused, but when she realizes it's you, she kind of like backs up a little bit.
That is a wall. Congratulations. You know where to rest now. Sit.
Leave me alone.
I will not.
Can't handle this right now, Scordom.
I do not care. Sit. You are having a panic attack.
I am having no such thing.
Are you going to really look in my face and boldly lie?
She's
Getting
gonna
in-
remain quiet.
Getting in your emotions right now will do nothing but cause you more strife and grief. Sit. Let me tend to your wounds.
I'm fine.
You are not fine. I know that look in your eye better than anyone else here.
I'm not going to ask you again, Scordom. Leave me
This
alone.
is not me asking, Kalira. You currently are not in any state to take care of yourself. And I need a minute to start my cure wounds on you.
I can take care of them myself.
Kalira. I will not lose another due to their selfishness. Due to their
Selfishness.
need. To their need to move
Selfishness?
forward.
I'm the one that's being selfish. When you and Agamir were the first ones to run and leave him alone, I'm the one that's supposed to be selfish right now?
Before you reply, Scordum, after that statement, Kalira, you're not really all there at the moment. So even on your best days, you tend to see things flitting about the edge of your vision, but for just a second, you thought you saw a brightish gray wisp fly right past your face and go zooming down the hallways. It uh it it felt familiar to you.
She's immediately going to follow it. No, she's gonna look towards the way that
Like
that
follow
it
with your
went.
eyes,
She's
not
not, yeah,
physically follow
yeah,
it. Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
No, she's not gonna physically follow it, but she's gonna see it. She's gonna familiarize herself with it, and she's going to very slowly slide down to sit on the ground. And her head's gonna kind of bow a little bit. And she's, Discordum, you're gonna hear her kind of sniffle a little bit.
And she holds up. Squirtum's gonna carefully reach into her turban and she pulls out a yellowed silk handkerchief and she holds it out. Do not worry
She slowly
about
takes it.
dirtying it. I can clean. Would you like a few moments alone, Kalira?
Peace. I need a moment.
I'm going to
I
leave you
can't do
4
this right
healing. That is okay. I will leave you 4 healing potions. You drink them. You let yourself heal and rest. I will go talk to Agamir. Would you like Windex? Would you like my familiar to stay with you? Or would you like Chester?
I think I could use Chester's company.
What did you say?
She says, I think I can use Chester's company.
Chester. Watch your language around her.
The quote-unquote buckles come undone and then latch onto Kalira's arm. You're now wearing a vambrace that's crying.
She's gonna hold her arm up to her chest and just kind of hug her own arm.
It's weirdly warm because it's a living thing.
Mm-hmm.
And in this moment, he's also not very in control of all of his abilities. So, like, as you hug it to your body, not trying to make this a funny moment, but it's a mimic. It's like stuck to your chest clothes, and then your other arm, which is wrapped over it, is now stuck to it. So until he calms down, you're kind of like in a mummy pose at the moment.
And she does not care one bit. She just stays like that with him and just kind of like gently rocks back and forth with him.
Which also Grim will be flying over towards you, kind of like sitting on your shoulder, using his bony hands to like kind of comb your hair and like trying to help you feel better.
I will cry right now. Don't do this to me.
So a bit of an update real quick, guys. Agamir, the player playing Agamir, Ben, had to go. Stuff that could not be avoided. We had already discussed this before the session began. So despite what's going to happen, I'm going to allow him to make the role that I asked him to do. So whatever he finds in that room will be something that he will bring up to you guys. We'll just assume that whatever, based on what he rolls, he'll inform you of that. But he told me that I will control him. I will let him make that roll when he gets back, though, probably next session.
Okay.
And we'll just play out the rest of this session and inform him of what happens right at the end. But I think that Agamir would collect what he can, like just basically grabbing stuff, like shoving it into his bag of holding. And by the time you're back after comforting Kalira, he's walking back down the hallway as you are, as you hear his footsteps coming, Squirtum.
Yeah, Squirtum. Squirtum is not a nice person, but a good person. And she's gonna kind of carefully prop Phoebes up against a wall, and she starts pulling out some candles. She's gonna light the candles and kind of kneel in front of Phoebes, and it's awkward as she presses her hands together, bows her head, and goes, I feel foolish doing this, but guide him to his next area safely. Whoever watches over his soul. And grant him a little bit more fucking wisdom.
Agamir would kneel down, and you'd see like a glow about his hand. And he looks at his hand as nothing worked. Then you see him close his eyes, and he puts both of his hands together in a clasping fists, and he seems to be praying himself.
Once you're done, I will take his body and put it someplace safe.
He nods.
Kalira, when you are ready, I need to move his body. Do you have any words you would like to say before I move him?
Yes.
When you're ready, come here.
She's gonna take a moment to stand and walk towards the little chamber. And as soon as she rounds the corner and sees Phoebes, she kind of like averts her head a little bit.
He is shrouded. He is like wrapped in like a burial shroud and kind of just laid against the ground.
I know, she just
He's got
doesn't
candles.
expect that to be him, yes. And she's gonna take a moment, and all she hears is just Chester wailing.
Think of like a New Yorker just ugly crying. That's basically the best I can
Aw.
describe it.
Oh no! Poor Chester. She's gonna hold him a little tighter, and she's gonna get closer to Phoebes. She's gonna kneel down and just kind of stroke his little head, and she's going to say, I am sorry, my friend. For what it's worth. Maybe the next life will be easier for you. I will take care of Chester. And she's going to try to say something else, but she finds herself currently unable to
Say it through the
continue.
bond. If you cannot speak it, think it. He will hear it.
She's actually gonna hang on, let me see if I can will I be able to hang on. Give me 1 second. She's gonna cast dancing lights. And there's gonna be 2 little flickers of light that'll just kind of swirl around him for a little bit. Just in memoriam. That'll be essentially like her lighting candle for him.
Yeah, I gotcha. After a bit, you've said your pieces externally or internally. You'll collect the body of Thebes, and
I'm gonna take him into room 41 and close the door.
this might sound a little silly considering the moment, but he could be put into the bag of holding.
I have someplace else that I'd prefer to put him.
Okay, sure. Take him into room 41, and you close the door behind you.
Yep.
As the other two, they've seen you get your privacy before to make things disappear in ways that they have not yet seen.
Listen, I gotta use that prison pocket somehow, and I can't do it when people are watching.
Ooh, whoa, that's gross. Anyways, after you make him abracadabra disappear,
She leaves
which
a note, do not touch this body.
I will now officially remove him from the map. At which I have already determined things long before. I had these things written down. You guys, Agamir has stated that he is out of spells, and none of you are really in a great mind space for more dungeoneering at the moment. Agamir will also later tell you about what he saw in that room and let you guys look at some of the stuff he picked up. But right now, he wants to return to Evening Star, and it is already an hour's march in the amount of guilt that you guys are feeling. So, when you guys are leaving the actual haunted halls itself, the creature that Agamir left out there comes bounding out from on top of the cart, licking his face, and he's like trying to tell it down. He hasn't quite trained it much yet. It will start walking down the hill, looking to scout some things as it starts to turn invisible like a chameleon, going from scrub to scrub, bush to bush, tree to tree, making sure nothing harries you guys on your way. You might hear the odd bird get murked here and there, but other than that, it is an uneventful ride back to Evening Stars. You now have a cart to take with you instead of just walking, which I will say actually reduces the time by half.
And
We haven't been using it until this recent trip.
And with Machina joining, it should be easy on his horse.
Right. What I mean is, are you trying to get like a speed demon ride back to Evening Star, or are you trying to just go at like
just a normal pace, but not to put as much strain on Agamir's new friend?
Oh yeah. And when you guys return, it is getting close to 8 o'clock at night. You see lights are beginning to be lit in several people's homes. There's only about 10 minutes left until most of the shops are closed. One moment. Let me open up a page. Maps and locations. Do, 25, okay. All right. So Agamir, when you guys are about here on the map, let me sync it up so people can see. You guys are about, let me make this something that's visible. You guys are about here on the map, and instead of turning down this way like you guys normally do, Agamir would say that we should bring his body to the cleric in case he can. And as you're riding down this road, you're pulling up in front of the House of the Morning. You hear a great ruckus coming from a shop further into town. The sound of shouting, of cursing, of what sounds to be this several ceramics and stone cracking and breaking. At which you will hear then a voice say, "You stupid man! That was my only potion! How could you?" And then you hear somebody else respond back, say, "I didn't mean to! I tripped! It wasn't my fault! I did it!" And at which they will both suddenly stop. And as you can see through the lattice work fence that is only slightly covered by ivy, what looks to be a garden of statues is in the back of Uldar the Potter's shop. He is a bit of an art collector. Not that many of you guys have talked to him, but you have heard that there is such a thing in town. And from the discussion and yelling you heard, it sounded like that there was a young man that had went to Uldar and had brought him a potion to reverse some sort of petrification. And Uldar tripped, and the bottle went flying, and it broke on the wrong statue. At which, in the lantern light held up by Uldar and the torchlight held by the very angry adventurer, you can see several of the statues. Their features elongated by the shadows. Several have looked to have been dominoed. Several statues have fallen over and broken. And in a moment that almost isn't seen, as you guys are busy trying to pull the horses aside and stop at the House of the Morning, people are starting to crowd around, wondering what the ruckus is about. It sounds like a fight's about to begin. Several purple dragons sound like they're marching this way. There is a statue that has been doused with this liquid that was broken upon it in its potion bottle. And at first the head tilts, and then the arms begin to unfreeze, and the fingers become more nimble, flexing the wrists as this thin veneer of stone shell pops off of them in multiple places. Their chest, their face, the creases of their smile lines, the corners of their mouth, their hair, their mustache, and their face, which is covered in short stubble. There is a dwarf that seems to have become unpetrified. And Kalira, for a second, you think you saw that same errant soul right before all the stone broke off of this figure's body, whoosh into that guy's chest.
Her eyes are gonna narrow a little bit, and she's gonna focus on that. She's not gonna say anything though.
Scortum is hopping off the cart. She's like, if somebody's gonna have to stop this, I am. I've dealt with too much shit today. And she is also an apothecary, so she kind of just calls out and she goes, "What happened?"
Uldar, the potter, he's just holding his free hand up with his lantern and his other one says, this guy paid me to come into my garden, and he's knocked over all of my statues, and he gave me a potion that was supposed to fix one of his friends, I guess. I bought a statue recently, and then said it was his friend that got petrified a few years ago, and I tripped and hit this other statue, which he like double takes as suddenly he sees the statue is like alive now, and he's like, "Wait, did you have more than one friend?" And then the guy just is like, "No, you idiot! It was the wrong one. How many petrified people do you have back here? What are you, a Gorgon?" And
Hold
he says, "No, I'm just a human. I just buy
Stop.
art."
Boy, gentlemen. I've had a very long day. You, friend with the petrified friend. I presume you need basilisk venom.
Ron, can you describe that for me instead of texting it to me?
Yeah, the figure's just going to, as soon as they're free enough to do so, they're just going to vault over that fence and do a runner.
Oh, gods.
He's getting away.
I will pay. I will pay whatever price needed. Just both of you calm down. There's
A potion of unpetrification is going to net you about negative 270 gold.
I think I literally have that gold on me right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Scored I have 285 gold right now and 500 more gold inside my bottle. Scordum just looks at the man, points, and goes, 270 gold for an oil of petrification, correct?
Oil of unpetrification.
Unpetrification. Am I correct? Of course I am. Here, 270 gold. Go and get it. Stop crying over spilled potions. Go get it. Get your friend. Oh, God, how much for the rest of these statues that were caused? Because it looks like one just got sentience and ran away.
I don't know. I'm going to have to look at them in the daylight. I don't even know whichever one's broke. But one just ran off, and apparently I shouldn't have bought it in the first place.
Okay, I understand this is a lot to go through, so just make a list, Aldar. Tell me how much, and I will pay for it.
Aren't you one of them dragon slayers?
I am one of the Metal Moon. My name is, you may call me Scordum.
Okay, I guess you're good for it. This one should pay. If you're offering, then I'll take it.
He more than likely spent all of his money trying to help a friend. If you lost a friend to petrification, wouldn't you want to spare no expense to get them back?
That's fair and fine. I was going to help him. I just didn't think he'd ruin my inventory.
I will pay for what happened to your inventory. From one artist to another, I get it. But right now, you need to go home, you need to calm down, and you need to drink something. Just relax.
Ron, because they got a chance to get a look at you, can you post the art for me so they know who to look for later on in the next session?
Yes.
Thank you. This art, guys, was commissioned, by the way, a long time ago by a friend of mine when I ran a different game, and Ron is going to use it. So, the Oldar is going to tell you that it was about some of them are pretty old, sun damage, etc. They're about he says it's like it's 100 gold to replace the 7 statues that were broken at minimum. But he'll let you know more in the morning if you'll come to him tomorrow.
Scordum
He's
will.
just going to go to bed as he's tired of this situation.
Scordum nods and goes, I will be back tomorrow with 200 gold at minimum. If there's more needed, more will be given. How dare y'all immediately call him out for having it
That
be
was literally somebody I sent to the artist. Like,
I'm
I want
so
him to
glad,
look like
actually.
that.
We are all cultured in this chat.
Anyways, he goes running off, and you'll be meeting Uldar tomorrow. You have the body of Thebes to take to the house in the morning, because Clear has not told you what she has seen yet. And even though it's only 11:38, we still technically have 20 minutes. I'm gonna say since we're down a player, and we're also having a player that is not yet in a situation where they are able to roleplay with you other two, we should call it here. Otherwise, it'll be just Ron sitting there for the next 20 minutes. And also without Ben to hear what's going on. Feel free, though, if you want. You're going to have a long night, I imagine, of some text roleplays over this grievous night that you have all experienced together. Make sure to hit up Ben too. He's probably going to want some pick-me-ups when he comes back from what he's doing. So some roleplay might be good for him. Anyways, welcome to the first character death of Arrival of the Red Comet, guys. You didn't die, so that's good. I told y'all to trust me, and I'm glad you did. We're going to pick it back up hopefully next Friday, unless other people say they are busy next Friday. Is there any clue of that as of this moment?
As of this moment, I don't work next Friday, but I work the Friday after, so we're gonna 8:30 start time in 2 weeks, if that's okay with y'all.
Okay. If anyone else has anything that comes up, let us know. Otherwise, please place your comments, questions, and concerns in my DMs or in our little things. And yeah, so we'll be meeting Ron's character next week, hopefully, if not next week after that. Yep. That was our session today. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, everybody, we're going to take a quick break. We might be back for some Dead by Daylight or the sort, but more than likely, I'm going to try to take some time, but we shall find out. Thank you all for joining us for Arrival of the Red Comet. We will be back in... Let's check internet, because if internet is still shit, I have dropped 60% of frames. I'm going to just go ahead and say no. Apologies.
And just remember, everybody, us workers must stick together.
Stick together. I'm gonna find you, Phoebes. We're gonna stick together.
To be.
Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the Discord. Good night, guys.
Bye.
Hold up, wait.
We love casting spells.
Wheeler finally got to kill somebody. All right, good night, everybody. I will see you all later.
You're right.
Yes, rest in glory, Phoebes, indeed. All right, for those who don't know, I am running really bad for internet, so I'm gonna actually go ahead and end stream here. As much as I would love to keep hanging out and keep streaming to y'all, I'm actually gonna go ahead and raid out. I will see you all, hopefully, Sunday and Monday, to where we can all play some games. But I am not too sure. We are gonna go ahead